up, peoples? It's I Smart Wedge. Facebook, YouTube Live. Quite recently, I'm more and more interested in this Wilder Joshua fight. I know this isn't reality right now. They're talking about Wilder and Ortiz. Is that his name? I gotta do some research on him too, but I know Joshua right now, and he's the reason I'm really interested right now. He's a fresh breath of air. I know he's not American, but and I say that not that I'm against anybody that's not American, because this world is united on beyond country nowadays because of the fact that we are on the internet. We got our own news, we got our own publicity, we got our own personalities. You know, we international on this Facebook, YouTube, internet thing, man. We international. And we don't need to blame anybody. We can't blame the Jews. We can't blame the white man. We are in control of what we communicate. And whatever we do based on this communication. So, back to the situation. Wilder and Joshua really got my interest. And as of now, we're going to start with Wilder. As of now, he's a rock'em sock'em, no doubt about it. To tell you the honest truth, I'm not wishing he wins because he's a rock'em sock'em, simply because he hasn't been fighting up to the people's wishes, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how good you can. Well, it does matter how good you can fight, but it doesn't matter how you win or lose. If you can win all your fights by knockout, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you win, how you master your art that you're winning with, and who you fight. As far as the crowd want to see you fight, you can't do without that one. You know, if we want you to fight Joe Blow, and you have absolutely no skills in that, but you beat Joe Blow, we satisfied. You say you beat Joe Blow, and that's what we wanted you to fight. So you the man. But if you fight Joe Blow, and we don't want you to fight Joe Blow, and you fight Joe Blow with all these great skills that you show an example of, we give you a pass. At least you got some skills. That's where we see this guy Ortiz at now, the other heavyweight. We give him a pass because he's fighting Joe Blow, but he's doing it well. He's mastered his art, the way he do his things. Joshua, on the other hand, has not mastered his art. He's doing everything wrong. He's looking very bad. He's making the boxing look bad, as far as fundamentals. But he's winning. And that doesn't matter because he's not fighting anybody that we want to see him fight. So, right now, he's a rock'em sock'em. Anything can happen with a rock'em sock'em. I hit you, you hit me. Let's see who falls first. On the other hand, as far as Joshua, as far as being a rock'em sock'em, yes, before his last performance, I would have gave him a rock'em sock'em list because he fought no one. He didn't fight who we wanted him to fight, and he didn't look all that authentic. But now, his last fight was so awesome. His last fight showed a lot of fundamentals. It showed a lot of patience. It showed a lot of composure. And that's the key right there, composure. When I see a fighter who is doing it relaxing, that means a lot. That means more than just being good. When you can do it and you relax, it really doesn't matter how much you know. As long as you do what you know with composure, that means a lot. It means a heck of a lot. It don't take much to win, but you got to do what you do comfortably. Okay, so Joshua is definitely not a rock'em sock'em as of his last fight. He's great. He's great. He's a encouragement, a great sight for our eyes. Number two, as far as power, Okay, Wilder is very strong, but he's not a one-punch knockout artist. He's a two-punch knockout artist. What I mean by that, he punches very, 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 very hard, dangerously hard. But because of his fundamentals mistakes, he takes a lot of that power off of his punches, and it ruins his ability. And most of his punches is off of athleticism. He's just more determined and more faster than his opponent. And his opponents are lame, so we expect that. So when he fights somebody who's authentic, that's when his test's going to be. So his strength is number 2 in punching power. He's not a number 1 punching power. He's not a one punch and you out guy. If he get his fundamentals together, anything can happen. I don't know. He's very strong. Okay, as far as Joshua, he's a number 2 puncher power also. He's not a one punch power because, sadly, and I hope his trainers get better on this. I give y'all permission to take my advice. May God be with y'all, and maybe you'll hire me one day. But what Joshua needs is that quick twitch muscle. He needs somebody to learn him that quick twitch muscle. He got to change his speed. Because of the velocity of his punches, he's not getting the full snap and the full weight. It's not doing his job. His weight, he got a lot of weight, but it's not doing his job. Because he's he's pushing his punches. They're very hard. He'll knock you out, but there's not that car accident type of knockout. And so that's what he needs. But he's a number 2 punching power. Okay. Back to Wilder, number 3. Speed. He's naturally better on the speed. He's an Olympian. He's getting them punches off. The bad part is he's emotional, and he's getting those punches off so incorrectly that his speed is there, but his timing is going to be a little off. And his timing is kind of nice because he's just naturally gifted. He's very athletic. He's one of them people that's going to throw the ball hard and fast, even though he don't know how to do it. He'll swing like a girl. He'll throw the ball like a little girl, but it's going to get there fast. So Wilder got an edge. And speed is so important. Because just like Joe Louis said, when I was a young buck, when I was 14 years old, my mother moved us back from Philadelphia by way of Brooklyn, New York. And, one of my Facebook friends over here and my stepfather, Gerald, Gerald Cavallo, that's my mother's husband, and he, introduced me to Brooklyn, New York, Brownsville, and Blake Avenue, actually. And that was the biggest rat I ever seen run across the street. I was like, I got to get out of here. I was scared to death. I was like, man, I'm going back to Philly. So, but I was coming from Georgia, so I was a country boy. So I went back to Georgia. I went back to Philly with my father. And, when I was in West Philly, my mother moved to West Philly for a small time. And we lived back on like 42nd and Jefferson, something like that. And I've read the first book I ever read, Biography of Joe Louis. And Joe Louis, one thing I remember in that book, he said, I don't care how hard you hit, it's who hit first. So you got to hit me. It ain't all about you. Wilder's got the speed, but he got to hit his opponent. He's definitely got the athleticism in this fight. If he had correct, authentic
in a quarter
boxing
mile
skill,
left to stay on I-285.
I would feel bad for Joshua because he couldn't win this fight. And I would not, just speed alone would win. But because he's so flimsy, off balance, Joshua, I think, can get his fundamentals a little bit sharper to keep working on what he's doing. And his footwork and his blocking ability and if he capped it off
for 5 miles.
If he capped it off with a little quick twitch muscle work, he could be Wilder easily. And that's a shout out to my brother Wilder. Joshua. And so the number 4, basically plain and simple, where they from, okay? I'm American, you know, but like I said, on the internet now, we coming out of that race and culture, and where you from don't mean crap. It ain't about where you from, it's where you at. You know, and Joshua's going to make that first statement to be the best in the world, one of the best ever, and he's not from America. But he smiles, he's kind, he's nice, he has that authentic gift, and athletically, and he's big. He's not a little guy, so nobody's big gonna bully him. Yo, so that's my look on the fight, man. Much love. Hey, please join me on Robert Pelaez, Robert P-E-L-A-E-Z, boxing, on YouTube. Click that button, man, and join me. And let me get better. Let's get better together. This is what we're working on, the internet. This is our move. We're trying to do it without the media. We got our own media. If we got our own media, that's our own communication, our own language, we can make moves. Peace. One love.